Welcome to Graceful Healing Retreats, HP Marlana's page. We are here to discuss the Divine Feminine update. This is really just to give you energies around what is going on. If you are led here and this resonates with you, then definitely stay tuned to the advice at the end. I try to tap into the goddess energy, the Divine Feminine. I get channel messages. I also we'll look into love and just whatever else needs to come up right now for this reading. These readings are timeless and all of them have amazing advice from the divine that's for you. I'm just a conduit. Again, I'm HP Marlana. I've been in this business for over 4 years. I've been on YouTube and I've also been in healing for over 20 years. As I've come into my own as it pertains to, coming out of the religious sector and just kind of honing in more so on my gifts and understanding what God has given me, I've kind of branched out and started to learn more about tarot and just other deities, and just started to open myself up to a lot more. And just not being limited, really. So I do workshops on your awakening, divine goddess awakenings, your awakening in general, and just kind of assess people on their journey, their spiritual awakening journey. So hopefully my spiel didn't take too long, but if you like this video, make sure you definitely like it, subscribe, hit the notifications. I go live if you enjoy this video. All right, so let's get started. Thank you, Holy Spirit, ancestors, angels, and guides. Thank you for your messages today from the divine. What first came out was Goddess Minerva. So she speaks to your belief system, hence the reason why I probably went on that little tangent just now. So we will probably be talking about belief systems to some degree, that changing. We also have Goddess Hathor that came out, which speaks to what you enjoy, as well as Artemis, which also speaks to, again, you. So this reading will be centered around mainly your beliefs and how you kind of enjoy your life around that. How you want to grow in relationships, how you want to grow in boundaries, how you want to grow in your gifts, your powers, all of that good stuff. Let's go ahead and pull. I also have the Starseed deck here as well, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the energies from that as well. And these videos will also be kind of like 10-15 minute long. My goal was not to go too long with these videos because when I go live it's like an hour or two. Okay, yep. And then here we have deep cellular healing. So let's just go ahead into this and see what my divine feminines and those who really resonate with this is going through right now, and see what kind of advice we need to give to you. I'm seeing relationships come up with this, so let me go ahead and pull the love romance oracle deck here as well. What's coming out here is paying attention to the red flags, as well as children affecting your relationships and needing to have a heart-to-heart conversation. The advice being here to love yourself first, okay? So let's go ahead into this, because I feel like this is definitely in regards to a relationship. So let's just go ahead into what you might believe around relationships. So let's just go ahead into that, because I feel like your belief system around relationships is what this is speaking to. Yeah, so you're coming out and you're being represented here as the Queen of Water and the Queen of Fire. Make bold, ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships that bring with people you share the same vision. Okay, so what I'm feeling with this, because the Queen of Raphael, she speaks to basically a very intuitive person. And then we have the Queen of Gabrielle here, which speaks to a very independent person, a very passionate person. And I just feel like some of you may be feeling more passionate about your gifts, maybe very giving, understanding, very kind, people who are healers. This is a healer energy that I'm feeling here. And it looks like you will be meeting some people if you're feeling like you are, not, or misunderstood is what I just heard. If you're feeling like you're misunderstood around some people that you're around, this is great for you. because you will be meeting more people that believe what you believe. And you won't feel like such an outcast is what I'm hearing. Okay. So we have Hawthorne here as well, which speaks to, you know, just the goddess of pleasure. And then it was clarified by the Empress. The Empress here is speaking to it's time for you to act creatively and you will be rewarded, luxurious and abundant resources. So again, I kind of feel like if you are authentic to yourself and you follow what your path is, follow your own journey, you will still be successful. I want to pull you also an abundant message for that. And then we also have here insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep and time off, and seek relief from stress. Okay, so this message here is just letting me know that you're a receiver. You need to put yourself in a position of receiving. The Empress is not someone, yes, she acts on what she wants, but she also gets what she wants. It's not something that she has to, I want to say the masculine energy. You don't really need the masculine energy to obtain. The masculine energy is of like physical strength and all of that, right? It's more of a physical attainment. But when we're talking here of Hawthorne, pleasure, the Empress, and you being able to just kind of meditate your way into receiving what you need to receive. And I'm going to also get one more message because I feel like there's something here you're receiving outside of just gifts. Let me see what your abundance message is here, because there's something here Spirit is trying to give you. So, wow. I'm seeing here partnerships, which is people that, again, are in that same mindset you're in. And then we also have here clearing up debts. So clearing up debts is just not financial debts. This is also emotional debts. This is also shame, guilt. This could be even jealousies of others and yourself even. Your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing the topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. Then we also have here partnerships. Allow healthful and supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. So this is letting you know that you're not in this game alone. So for some of you who feel like you may have been going through it and you might be suffering all alone because you feel like no one understands your plight, this is confirmation that God has your back. You know, the heavens have your back. Spirit guides, you know, you're never alone. Let me get one more message here. And then we also had another message here of declutter. Now, decluttering is not just cleaning up clutter in your house or in your car or maybe even in your office space, although that's what this speaks to too. This is also speaking to decluttering your life, your emotions, releasing. Let's go ahead and read you the message associated with this. You're feeling better and more focused. You'll feel better and more focused if you'll take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. Okay, so this is leaving time to also go around other people who have like mindsets as well. So let's go to the next message here. We have here Artemis, which speaks to actually someone who's very independent. Artemis is someone who is, it speaks to selfhood, but it also speaks to you being able to recognize, wow, obstacles and blocks are lifted, as well as positive faith and optimism. So this is about you recognizing your power. This is also allowing you to know that I'm also feeling this energy with animals here. I'm going to also pull the animal deck because I feel like that's where it is pulling me towards. But it's something here about this just instinctively knowing from a, you know, animals instinctively know what to do. Dogs will know what to do. I was looking at my dog just now, Prince. But dogs instinctively know when to get out the way. You know, dogs or cats instinctively feel certain things within the vibrations of the earth. Animals, you know, elephants, they all kind of instinctively know what the earth is kind of doing, and they get the fuck out the way, right? So we have this opportunity here to instinctively follow our God-given women's intuition, or just your intuitive guidance, your sacred knowing. It's called so many different things, discernment, because it's just natural to you. And anyone who says anything less than that is just natural to you and it's okay, then you really need to second guess what the next thing that comes out of their mouth. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. The advice for you: you open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energies. Do not allow negative energies or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. We also have here, obstacles and blocks are lifted. All of your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. I just feel like that's enough. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the next message. I kind of want to elaborate on it a little bit, but then I kind of don't. I mean, I feel like, sometimes you just say too much. We good, right? So let's go here to setting boundaries. So typically when you're going through a life change, going through your awakening, or another level of awakening, let me make it clear to you, many times people talk about awakenings and they feel like it's a once in a lifetime thing. No, it's like the rest of your lifetime thing. You're constantly awakening, you're constantly knowing, you're constantly obtaining new knowledge, you're constantly obtaining new gifts even. And it's really not even just obtaining, as it is recognizing and practicing and utilizing and just realizing, because you're learning every day, all day. You're always getting new information. You're always getting new talents. Like, you grow constantly, right? You don't have to go to school every day for the rest of your life to learn. You learn through your experiences, through your wisdom, right? So boundaries are important. So especially when you're going through your journey and you're kind of in this phase, and you may even be teeter-tottering on what to believe, what you're not quite sure if you should believe certain things. But what I want you to know is, if you believe in yourself, you won't have to worry. This is about inner trust. The boundaries are set when you know within you what's going on. I kind of need to speak to religion right now as well, because they just brought that up to me. Religion, a lot of times, forces people out of their natural comfort zone, their natural innate knowing, by using fear. I don't subscribe to fear. Let's not say I don't get scared, but I rather subscribe to hope, love. But it's funny how people utilize fear all while speaking to love. Think about it. I'm just saying. So right now, when we're talking about boundaries, sometimes certain people don't need to be around you. Certain people may not need to be in your presence. Certain people may not need to, because I'll tell you, like I tell my daughter and any of my children, this is what you allow in your hearing is important. Now, you can hear of others, or you can hear the inner knowing from within. And trust me, the inner knowing from within is a lot more accurate. So I just want to let you know that the end of difficult situations are coming. We have here the star that came out and clarifying the boundaries, the lovers, and then we have epiphany here. So love is coming out a lot here. Relationships come out a lot here, especially when you're dealing with your gifts. So relationships, community is coming out here, but lovers is really hitting home here. And I want to, and then at the bottom of the deck, we have here a leap of faith and being divinely guided. What I want you to know, let me just tell you what the advice is here. Make choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. A dream come true. Believe in yourself, the end of difficult situations. Enjoy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. So this is about you obtaining a certain level of knowledge here through these boundaries. So there may be people you may need to set boundaries with. It may be in relationships as well. I just want to get a little more clarity on that, because we clarified relationships a little earlier, speaking to the fact that we had and I feel like there's some relationships that are ending that have really had you hearing in bondage. So, which is another reason why you need these boundaries here. Let's go ahead to the next message, which is growth, and then I'll go further into love. We have here this need for growth, and in many times when you're setting boundaries and you're trying to step out on faith and you're trying to move towards your awakening, and get answers and learn more about your gifts and just hearing from God, specifically the source of life versus people, it can sometimes be confusing, but this is an area that you're growing in. Just keep moving towards the light, because I feel like your source is divinely guided and you will always be okay with that. Let's see what they want us to know here about growth. I feel like there's a lot happening here. There's a lot that you're leaving behind and a lot that you're moving towards. And then I feel like relationships are going to be important here. Relationships have been really I want to say the cornerstone or the center or the foundation of this reading. It's your lucky day, new resources and money. So time, support, all of that is coming to you. I feel like a lot of this is coming to you through people that have similar mindsets as you. We also have Queen of Ariel here, which is Queen of Pentacles. Nurture yourself and those you love. This is an independent person, financially stable, practical, generous. This is a happy person. This is where you're moving towards a more mature way of thinking of things. A lot of times, I just heard woke. You know, a lot of times, a lot of people follow what they're told to do because that's what's comfortable to them. But in actuality, what's comfortable may not necessarily be what's best for them. What's familiar may not always be the best for them either. So what we're learning here is how to mature in a way. And as you're going through this awakening process, when you're woke and you see things, it's literally someone, it's because honestly, many of us, we're looking at the color red and somebody's telling you it's blue. And you're like, well, it must be blue because they said it's blue. Think about it. How many things are you blindly following? This is about the illusions of life. And a lot of the illusions come from our upbringing. And then as you grow, you then learn to maneuver a little differently because of your own energies, because of your own experiences. And therefore, you now set new expectations for your life that are different from where you came from. This is important. You're leaving a lot behind through this growth process. And in some cases, it may be leaving people behind. Now, we're going to get into relationships. This could be the one. So some of you may have someone in your life where you may be wondering if this is the right person for you. Spirit is saying to remain optimistic because I'm seeing here new love here. This may be someone that's new in your life. Let's just go ahead and find out if what sign this could possibly be. I'm going to just have fun with you guys here. We have the Magician here as well. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. You have new successful beginnings happening here. So for those of you who this really resonates with, is from the relationship aspect, I would say, you know, good for you. And this is for those of you who really walk into your Empress status. Again, as an Empress receives. I just want to highlight that again. They're a receiver. You have moved out of an energy of more of a masculine energy and more of a balanced approach to more of a feminine, masculine energy. Now, when I talk about masculine, feminine energy, and I'm going to get ready to go here in a minute, these are energies that are within all of us. Some of us may have more masculine traits. Some of us may have more of a feminine trait. Now, let me make it clear to you, our world that we live in, especially in the U.S. in a more capitalistic society, is more of a masculine environment. Work till you make that money, make more money, luxurious lifestyle, live the life you want, get the biggest house, nicest cars, the baddest clothes. If you just keep working hard, you can get it. It's like you're constantly on this wheel. You're constantly on this wheel of obtaining. And so you're never satisfied. So this is about you actually learning how to receive, not to go after what you want, but allowing it to you to attract. And that's what I'm feeling here with this energy, is attracting what you want through those passions and what you love. Okay. Let's get you some advice here. I'm going to get you some, this is the soul deck here. We have some advice, the unknown here. So I'm going to give you some affirmations here to take with you today. The affirmation here is, I bow to the infinite intelligence of the cosmos, and my next steps are revealed. Let's repeat that. I bow to the infinite intelligence of the cosmos, and my next steps are revealed. This is speaking to, you don't bow down to anyone. No one. There's no one you bow down to. There's only one that you bow down to, and that's Source, God. That's it. And when you bow down to Source, Source guides the way. It's almost like you having to, honestly, it's almost as if you are, and this is what they're showing me, like you have this, you're on a path and you feel like you're about to jump off a cliff, but really Source has you. There is something there. You may not see it, but it's right there. This is kind of that energy. It reminds me of Indiana Jones from back in the day. That like when you're walking, I think it was in Lovecraft Country as well, where it's like you have to walk. And in order to know that there's something there, you have to first walk. Or you put something right before it and see. But this is about not being afraid of the unknown. Let's see if there are any other affirmations for this reading. And I'll be back to you guys again. Again, if you enjoyed this reading, please make sure you like, subscribe, share. Make sure you hit the notification button if you want to come with me live. I would love to see you in some of our live chats. It's wonderful because it's a lot of like-minded empresses that come forth. Beautiful. Guess what comes out? Boundaries. Your affirmation for boundaries is, my clear boundaries allow me to protect myself, nurture my intentions, and follow my true self. And I have to tell you here with this message, what I'm picking up is some of you feel guilty for having to leave certain people behind. Some of you feel guilty because you're protecting yourself, and other people may try to make you feel guilty. Now, you saw how I was about to say may make you feel guilty, but they can't make you do anything. They may try or attempt to make you feel guilty, but in actuality, they can't. That's something for you to do, only on your own. So it's your choice. It's your choice. We have in the flow. Going with the flow here. The affirmation here is, when I am in the flow, magic happens. I told you guys are manifesting. We have the Magician here. And then we also have here loving from the inside. How beautiful is that? What is blossoming from the inside of you? What is the love that you have from within you that doesn't come from anyone else, to where you can feel proud of and know, you know what, that's me. It doesn't require anybody else. It doesn't require anybody else's validation or somebody else to tell me what I need to do or don't do, or what rules I need to take, or who I should be, or their judgment. This is from within. So what kind of love do you have from within you that leads you to believe, or lets you and reminds you how wonderful and beautiful you are, that reminds you you are loved? If you don't have that, it's going to be very hard for you, because guess what? You're going to be dependent upon other people to provide some level of love for you that they can always manipulate in their favor. So you have to have it from within, and within is still from a massive source, God. Your inner being, your soul, is communicating with God, in communication with God at all times. It's communication with and connected with others really at all times as well. We're not individuals for real. So you're receiving the love in so many different ways, but it's something about in this reading that they're making it very clear to you that your belief about love is important. The affirmation here for loving from the inside: it is a blessing to give myself the gift of my own presence. How beautiful is that? They're asking you to give boundaries so you can have the gift of your own presence. One more time. It is a blessing to give myself the gift of my own presence. All these affirmations you can say in the mirror. I truly believe in mirror magic. I love mirror magic. Mirror magic is where you pretty much just look into your eyes within the mirror. You can do it in the camera too, whatever you feel like doing, whatever you love to do. You want to record it, listen to it later. I love that as well. When you can record something, listen to it while you sleep, you're pretty much giving yourself affirmations through your sleep, which is beautiful. So you can do these types of things, record it, and listen to it when you're going to sleep. And you're constantly giving yourself these affirmations. How beautiful is that? But mirror magic, you're just literally looking into the mirror. You're looking into your eyes, piercing into your soul, and you're giving yourself what you need. In many cases, we lose track of what we really need internally because we are dependent upon other people. We're internalizing a lot of things that really aren't ours to internalize. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I love you guys. Blessings, love, and light. I'll see you guys again soon.